Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 7 and today we are going to explain about our text. So the first speaker is my partner, that is Ferry Rusdi Julianto. Now he's going to explain the first task and the half of the second text. Faye, time is yours.
Okay, the first is Hooks, a tragic end to education that had barely begun. 13 years old Kiki stopped schooling because her classmates used to make fun of her study. They had accidentally discovered her humble background, her father being stressed offender. In another case, 15 years old Linda could not take it anymore. She became desperate, left school, and stayed at home because she was constantly teased by her classmates for failing in junior high school. And in yet another, more recent case, some senior student of a junior high school took 7 junior students and subjected them to violent beatings. Sari, one of the junior students, was rushed to hospital with bruises on his abdomen. He is extremely scared to go to school. Julie, a 10 years old, fifth grade student, stated that her after 2 years of elementary school were a traumatic experience. She sadly remembers being cruelly bullied by her male classmate because she was overweight. They used it to call her Mantran Elepet, Baboon, Gentong, and many other names. Is the hook interesting? Why or why not? Answer yes, it is interesting. It tells a story about kids bullied in Indonesian school and how it's affected them. Next is background info. These are few cases out of hundreds of similar cases, and the number is increasing over the time. In Indonesian, bullying exists in every form, from teasing to extreme above. Eventual incidents of bullying are common. Unfortunately, it's not seen as a major problem. A recent survey conducted by National Child Protection Commission has shown that more than half of bullying incidents go unreported due to the fact. Next. That is considered normal in some part of the society. Also, the people who get bullied are either unwilling to report it because they feel it will make a big deal, or worse, they are so scared that they don't trust anymore and do not want to share their feeling with anymore. Are there several sentences of information about the topic? Explain. Yes, the topic is in the second, third, and fourth sentence in the third paragraph. So we can conclude sentence in. So we can conclude that bullying is a topic because it refers several times. Next is thesis statement. The issue of bullying has been a problem for years, but recently it got limelight from news media when few cases were reported. Is the thesis statement strong? Why or why not? Answer yes, it is strong thesis statement. It can be a problem that will explain in the following paragraph by providing support idea. Next is point 1. Bullying effect of children, both psychological and physical. Is the main idea connected to the thesis statement? Answer yes, is connected. The main idea explains the problem that might happen because of bullying. Next is supporting point 1.1. It is estimated that hundreds of children miss school every day due to the fear of being mistreated by other students, and in some extreme cases they choose to homeschool, or in severe circumstances they stop studying altogether. Is the supporting point connected to the main idea? Yes, is the connected. The supporting point talks about the effect of bullying on children psychology. Next is mind point 2. Children should not be living in constant fear. Support 2.1. They should be afraid. Next, supporting 2 and 2. On the contrary, they should look forward to every days of school and enjoy school life. Next, supporting 2 or 3. According to a research, bullying has always existed in Indonesian society, but it has come to surface due to the recent proliferation of media technology. Next. Next is supporting 2.4. Since bullying is prevalent in our society, it is important that everyone should be made aware of this social evil. Next, supporting 2.5. There should be campaign to increase our awareness. Next, supporting 2.6. Everyone should be working together against it to stop it. Next, supporting 2.7. It is distressing to see our children being isolated from society because they are treated badly. Next, supporting 2.8. I am opinion that no has any right to harass or make people feel inferior. Next, supporting 2.9. No one should have that kind of power. Next, supporting 2.10. These children are our future and we should make every possible effort to stop bullying. Next is mind point 3. I would like to point out that bullying is everyone's problem and responsibility. It is the main idea connected to the thesis statement. Answer yes. The thesis statement tells that bullying has been a problem. And the third main point also is that the bullying is everyone's problem. Next is supporting 3.1. If you condone bullying in any way, safe or from it means you are taking part in the whether it's directly or indirectly by being silent. Next, supporting 3.2. If you condone bullying in any way, safe from it means you are taking part in whether it's directly or indirectly by being silent. Next is supporting. Next is supporting 3.2. Majority people agree that we have to work together towards eliminating this problem. Next, main point 4. Some people may consider taunting someone as funny, even though it is anything but funny to the person who is that the receiving end. Is the idea connected to the thesis statement? Answer yes, it is. Supporting 5.1. Minor taunts can be created a lot of pain and suffering. Next, supporting 5.2. It may seem inconnected, but the cumulative effect could be highly damaging. Next, supporting 4.3. In addition to that, as the pain increases, each extends cut a little deeper, which eventually becomes a sore. Next is concluding paragraph. 1. Production in future or suggestion. It is highly possible that bullying may happen in your school, so it is deliberately of every student to protect their classmate and try to stop bullying. If it doesn't work, then you should inform your teachers or parents. Not many of us think of to stop it. As long as it doesn't happen to use why shouldn't we get involved? Why should we bother? But the time has come for us to. Next. Be accidentally involved in eradicating bullying. So next time, if you see someone getting bullied, will you try to stop it or let it happen? Remember, bullying is everyone's problem. Therefore, everyone has to be part of the solution. Next is task 2. Evaluate the unity and coherence of the assessment essay with the following criteria and template. Sentence 1 and 2. A tragic end to an education that had barely begun. 30 years old, Kiki stopped schooling because her classmates used to make fun of her relentlessly. They had accidentally discovered her humble background, her father being a street vendor. Remark is connected. Pronouns and the subject in the second sentence refers to her classmate in the first sentence. Next is sentence 2 and 3. They had accidentally discovered her humble background, her father's being a street vendor in another case, 50 years old, and Dinda could not take it anymore. Remark is unconnected. Argument is the first sentence talk about the previous sentence, the following sentence talk about a different subject. Next is sentence 3 and 4. In another case, 15 years old Dinda could not take it anymore. She became depressed, left school, and stayed at home because she was constantly teased by her classmates for failing in junior high school. Remark is connected and pronoun. Argument is the second sentence talk about the previous subject. Next is sentence 4 and 5. She became depressed, left school, and stayed at home because she was constantly teased by her classmates for failing in junior high school. And in yet another, more recent case, some senior students at junior high school took 7 junior students and subjected them to violent beatings. Remark is unconnected, and argument is the second sentence does not talk about in subject in the next. In the first sentence. Next is sentence 6 and 7. Sari, one of the junior students, was rushed to hospital with bruises on his.
Sentence 5 and 6.
Hmm?
Sentence 5 and 6.
Yeah, sentence 5. Oh, sorry. Next is sentence 5 and 6. And in yet another, more recent case, some senior student of junior high school took 7 junior students and subjected them to violent beatings. Sari, one of the junior students, was rushed to hospital with bruises on his abdomen. Connected and pronoun. Argument is Sari in the second sentence refer to one of the junior student in the first sentence. Next is sentence 6 and 7. Sari, one of the junior student, was rushed to hospital with bruises on his abdomen. He is mentally scared to go to school. Connected pronoun. And the argument is the subject in the second sentence refers to Sari in the previous sentence. Next is sentence 7 and 8. He is extremely scared to go to school. Julie, a 10 years old, 50 grade student, stated that her first 2 years of elementary school were a traumatic experience. That unconnected, and the argument is the second sentence about another subject. A 10 years old, 50 grade student, stated that her first 2 years of elementary school were a traumatic experience. She sadly remembers being cruelly bullied by her male classmate because he was overweight. That's connected and pronoun. Argument is the subject in the second sentence refers to Julie in the previous sentence. Next is sentence 9 and 10. She sadly remembers being cruelly bullied by her male classmate because he was overweight. They used to call her Sumatran elephant, baboon, gentong, and many other names. That's connected and pronoun. Argument is the object in the second sentence refers to the subject in the first sentence. Next is sentence 10 and 11. They used to call her Sumatra elephant, baboon, gentong, and many other names. There are few cases of the hundred of similar cases in the number is increasing over the time. Unconnected, and the argument is the first sentence like the previous subject and the second discuss of the bullying case. Next. Next is sentence 11 and 12. These are few cases out of hundreds of similar cases, and the number is increasing over the time. In Indonesian, bullying exists in every form, from teasing to extreme above. That and unconnected argument is the first sentence stated bullying case in the first and second paragraph. The second sentence talk about kind of bullying. Next is sentence 12 and 30. In Indonesian, bullying exists in every form, teasing to extreme above. Even though incident of bullying are common, unfortunately, it is not seen a major problem. That's connected and repetition. Argument is bullying is in the first sentence, restart in the second sentence. Next is sentence 30 and 40. Even though incidents of bullying are common, unfortunately, it is not seen as a major problem. A recent survey conducted by National Child Protection Commission has shown that more than half of bullying incidents go unreported due to the fact and is the considered normal in some part of the society. That connected and repetition. The argument is common, mentioned in the first sentence and rested in the second sentence. Next is 40 and 50. A recent survey conducted by National Child Protection Commission has shown that more than half of bullying incidents go unreported due to the fact that it's the comfort normal in some part of society. Also, the people who get bullying are either unwilling to report it because they feel it may be a big deal. That is connected. And transition word. Argument is also a conjunction in the second sentence function as additional information in transition word. Next is sentence 50 and 60. Also, the people who get bullying are either unwilling to report it because they feel it will make a big deal, or worse, they are so scared that they don't trust anyone and do not want to share this pic with anyone. That is connected and transition word. Argument is or in the second sentence and use it a contraction between the first sentence and the second sentence. Next is sentence 16 and 17. Or worse, they are so scared that they don't trust anyone and do not want to share their plate with anyone. That is unconnected. Argument is the second sentence restance. Next. Next is bullying as problem for years, but the first sentence about the condition caused by bullying with the previous sentence. Next is main body paragraph. Paragraph 1, sentence 1 and 2. Bullying affects the children both physiological and physically. It's estimated that hundreds of children miss school every day due to the fear of being mistreated by other students. And in some extreme case, they choose to homeschool or surface circumstance they stop studying altogether. That's connected and pronoun. The subject in the second sentence refers to bullying in the first sentence. Thank you.
Wow. Next, the second paragraph in main body. The first and the second sentence. Children should not be living in constant fear. They shouldn't be afraid. They are connected because of pronoun. They in the second sentence refer to children in the first sentence. The second and the third sentence. They shouldn't be afraid. On the contrary, they should look forward to every day of school and enjoy school life. They are connected because of transition word. On the contrary, in the second sentence function to show contrast between the second and the third sentence. The third and the fourth sentence. On the contrary, They should look forward to every day of school and enjoy school life. According to a research, bullying has always existed in Indonesian society, but it has come to surface due to the recent proliferation of media technologies. Craig, 2009. They are unconnected because the first sentence talks about contrast and the following sentence discusses bullying. Next, the fourth and the fifth sentence. According to research, bullying has always existed in Indonesian society, but it has come to surface due to the recent proliferation of media technologies. Craig, 2009. Since bullying is prevalent in our society, it is important that everyone should be made aware of the social evil. They are connected because of repetition. Bullying and society in the first sentence restated in the second sentence. The fifth and the sixth sentence. Since bullying is prevalent in our society, it is important that everyone should be made aware of the social evil. There should be campaigns to increase awareness. They are unconnected because the first sentence talk about bullying has a prevalent in society, but in the second sentence, the writer discusses campaigns. The sixth and the seventh sentence, there should be campaigns to increase awareness. Everyone should be working together against it to stop it. They are unconnected because in the first sentence, the writer discusses campaigns, but he asks everyone to stop bullying together in the second sentence. The seventh and the eighth sentence. Everyone should be working together against it to stop it. It is distressing to see our children being isolated from society because they are treated badly. They are connected because of pronoun. The subject in the first sentence refers to it in the second sentence. The eighth and the ninth sentence. It is distressing to see our children being isolated from society because they are treated badly. I'm of opinion that no one has any right to harass or make people feel inferior. They are unconnected because the second sentence explains the writer's opinions and the first sentence discusses the topic in the previous sentence. The ninth and the 10th sentence. I'm of I'm of opinion that no one has any right to harass or make people feel inferior. No one should have that kind of power. They are connected because of repetition. That kind of power in the second sentence refer to any right to harass or make people feel inferior. The 10th and the 11th sentence. No one should have that kind of power. These children are our future and we should make every possible effort to stop bullying. They are unconnected because the second sentence does not correlate with the first sentence. The third paragraph in main body, the first and the second sentence. I would like to point out that bullying is everyone's problem and responsibility. If you condone bullying in any way, shape, or form, it means you are taking part it whether it is directly or indirectly by being silent. They are connected because of repetition. The topic discusses in the second sentence. The second and the third sentence. If you condone bullying in any way, shape, or form, it means you are taking part in it, whether it is directly or indirectly by being silent. Majority of people agree that we have to work together towards eliminating this problem. They are connected because of repetition. The problem in the second sentence refers to bullying in the previous sentence. The fourth paragraph, the first and the second sentence. Some people may consider taunting someone as funny, even though it is anything but funny to the person who is at the receiving end. Minor taunts can create a lot of pain and suffering. It may seem innocent, but the cumulative effect could be highly damaging. They are connected because of repetition. Towns restate in the second sentence thought, though, even though it discusses in the first sentence, the second and the third sentence. While it may seem innocent, but the cumulative effect, effect, effect could be highly damaging. In addition to that, as the pain increases, each instance cuts a little deeper, which eventually becomes a sore. They are connected because of transition word. In addition, the second sentence is used as a transition word to give additional information. Connection between paragraph. Each paragraph is related to each other. Also, every paragraph talks about the same topic. Concluding paragraph. It is highly possible that bullying might happen in your school, so it is the liability of every student to protect their classmates and try to stop bullying. If it doesn't work, then you should inform your teacher or parents. Not many of us think of stopping it. As long as it doesn't happen to us, why should we get involved? Why should we bother? But time has come to us to be actively involved in eradicating bullying. Farrington, 1993. So next time, if you see someone getting bullied, would you try to stop it or let it happen? Remember, bullying is everyone's problem. Therefore, everyone has to be part of the solution. C. Identify the number of sentences in the paragraphs, then classify them into four categories: simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and compound complex sentence by using the following table. Introductory paragraph. The first sentence. A tragic end to an education that had barely begun. 13-year-old Kiki stopped schooling because her classmates used to make fun of her relentlessly. It is compound complex sentence. Because there is an independent sentence and two dependent sentences. The second sentence, they had accidentally discovered her humble background, her father being a street vendor. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and dependent sentence. The third sentence, in another case, 15-year-old Dinda could not take it anymore. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. There is a subject, Dinda, a verb, could, and a complement. The fourth sentence. She became depressed, left school, and stayed at home because she was constantly teased by her classmates for failing in junior high school. It is complex sentence because there is a dependent sentence and an independent sentence. The fifth sentence, and in yet another more recent case, some senior students of a junior high school took 7 junior students and subjected them to the violent beatings. It is simple sentence because there is a subject, senior students, and two verbs, took and subjected. The sixth sentence, Sherry, one of the junior students, was rushed to hospital with bruises on his abdomen. It is a simple sentence because the sentence is independent. There is a subject, Sherry, a verb, rushed, and a complement. The seventh sentence, he's extremely scared to go to school. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. It it only has one subject. He, one verb, is, and a complement. The eighth sentence. Julie, a 10-year-old fifth grade student, states that her first 2 years of elementary school were a traumatic experience. It is simple sentence because there is a subject, Julie, and a verb, states. The ninth sentence. She sadly remembers being cruelly bullied by her male classmates because she was overweight. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and dependent sentence. The 10th sentence. They used to call her Sumatran elephant, baboon, gentong, and many other names. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. It has a subject, they, a verb, used to, and a complement. The 11th sentence. These are few cases out of hundreds of similar cases, and the number is increasing over the time. It is simple sentence. There is a subject, this, and two verbs. The 12th sentence. In Indonesia, bullying exists in every form, from teasing to extreme abuse. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent sentence. It has a subject, bullying, a verb, access, and complement. The 13th sentence. Even even though incidents of bullying are common, unfortunately, it is not seen as a major problem. It is complex sentence because there is a dependent sentence. There is a dependent sentence and independent sentence. The 14th sentence, a recent survey conducted by National Child Protection Commission has shows that more than half of bullying incidents go unreported due to the fact that it is considered normal in some parts of society. It is complex sentence because there is dependent sentence and an independent sentence. The 15th sentence. Also, the people who get bullied are either unwilling to report it because they feel it will make a big deal. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and a dependent sentence. The 16th sentence. Or worse, they are so scared that they don't trust anyone and don't want to share their plight with anyone. It is simple sentence because there is a subject, they, and verbs. The 17th sentence. The issue of bullying has been a problem for years, but recently it got limelight from news media when few cases were reported. It is compound complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and two dependent sentences. Main body paragraphs. The first paragraph, the first sentence, bullying affects the children both psychologically and physically. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. It has a subject, bullying, a verb, affects, object, children, an adverb, psychologically and physically. The second sentence, it is It is estimated that hundreds of children miss school every day due to the fear of being mistreated by other students, and in some extreme cases, they choose to homeschool, or in several circumstances, they stop studying altogether. It is compound sentence because there are two independent sentences and they connected with conjunction. The second paragraph, the first sentence, children should not be living in constant fear. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. It has a subject, children, a verb, should, and complement. The second sentence, they shouldn't be afraid. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. It has subject they, a verb should, and adjective afraid. The third sentence, on the contrary, they should look forward to every day of school and enjoy school life. The sentence is simple sentence because there is a subject they and two verbs, look forward and enjoy. The fourth sentence, according to research, bullying has always existed in Indonesian society, but it has come to surface due to the recent proliferation of media technologies. Craig 2009. It is compound sentence because there are two independent sentences. They connected with conjunction. The fifth sentence, since bullying is prevalent in our society, it is important that everyone should be made aware of this social evil. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and a dependent sentence. The sixth sentence, there should be campaigns to increase awareness. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. There is a dummy subject there, a verb, should, and complement. The seventh sentence, everyone should be working together against it to stop it. It is simple sentence because there is a subject, everyone, and verbs. The eighth sentence, it is distressing to see our children being isolated from society because they are treated badly. It is complex sentence because there is an independent and dependent sentence. The ninth sentence, I'm of opinion that no one has any right to harass or make people feel inferior. It is a complex sentence because there is one independent sentence and a dependent sentence. The 10th sentence, no one should have that kind of power. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. There is a subject, no one, a verb, should, and complement. The 11th sentence, these children are our future and we should make every possible effort to stop bullying. It is compound sentence because there are two independent sentences and it is connected with conjunction. The third paragraph, the first sentence, I would like to point out that bullying is everyone's problem and responsibility. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and dependent sentence. The second sentence, if you condone bullying in any way, shape, or form, it means you are taking part in it, whether it is directly or indirectly by being silenced. And it is compound complex sentence because there are two independent sentences and a dependent sentence. The third sentence, Majority of people agree that we have to work together towards eliminating this problem. Answer. It is a complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and dependent sentence. The fourth paragraph. The first sentence, some people may consider taunting someone as funny, even though it is anything but funny to the person who is at the receiving end. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and dependent sentence. The second sentence, minor towns can minor towns can create a lot of pain, suffering. It is simple sentence because the sentence is independent. There is a subject, minor towns, a verb, can, and complement. And the third sentence is, while it may seem innocent, but the cumulative effect could be highly damaging. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and dependent sentence. The fourth sentence, in addition to that, as the pain increases, each instance cuts a little deeper, which eventually becomes a sore. It is simple sentence because there is a subject and a verb connection between paragraph. Every paragraph relates to the topic. Concluding paragraph. It is highly possible that bullying might happen in your school, so it is the liability of every student to protect their classmates and try to stop bullying. If it doesn't work, then you should inform your teacher or parents. Not many of us think of stopping it. As long as it doesn't happen to us, why should we get involved? Why should we bother? But the same time, but the time has come for us to actively involve in eradicating bullying. Farrington, 1993. So next time, if you see someone getting bullied, would you try to stop it or let it happen? Remember, bullying is everyone's problem. Therefore, everyone has to be the part of the solution. The first sentence, it is highly possible that bullying might happen in your school, so it is the liability of every student to protect their classmates and try to stop bullying. It is compound complex sentence because there are two independent sentences and a dependent sentence. It is the second sentence. If it doesn't work, then you should inform your teachers or parents. It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and a dependent sentence. The third sentence, not many of us think of stopping it. It is a simple sentence because the sentence is independent. There is a subject, not many of us, a verb, think, and complement. The fourth sentence, as long as it doesn't happen to us, why should we get involved? Why should we bother? It is compound complex sentence because there is a independent sentence and two dependent sentences. The fifth sentence, but the time has come for us to be actively involved in eradicating bullying. Farrington, 1993. Answer, the sentence is independent. There is a subject, time, verb has come, and complement. That is simple sentence. The sixth sentence, so next time if you see someone getting bullied, would you try to stop it or let it happen? It is complex sentence because there is an independent sentence and a dependent sentence. And the last sentence is, remember, bullying is everyone's problem, therefore everyone has to be the part of the solution. It is compound sentence because there are two independent sentences and it connected by conjunction. That's all. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.